Hi there and welcome everybody. I'm Susanna De Beer. I'm here to show you a short tutorial on how to set up a backdrop. They are primarily used for backdrops behind a head table or for the backdrop behind a photo booth, to create your own photo booth so you can choose your color of background by choosing and renting the right color of drapes. And it's the exact same hardware that is used for trade shows, except this time we're putting on nicer drapes so that it's not the traditional black that would be at a standard trade show fair. So here we're going to get started. This is the smallest frame possible, and this frame can go 6 to 10 feet wide, and it is a fixed 8 foot high. They don't all come like this. You can get adjustable uprights on the ends. You can get a 6 to 12 across the top. There's different lengths and dimensions that are available, but this frame is a fixed 8 foot high by 6 to 10 feet wide. Now I'm not going quite 10 feet wide here in this video because then I'm outside my frame, but you'll get the idea. So what we have, the pieces are easy. This is an upright. You'll know which end is the top and which is the bottom. The top is the one with the slots, as this is where your crossbar would hook into. The bottom, as you see, does not have any slots in it at all. These slots halfway are for a half wall, which we are not using today. That's typically just used for trade shows. To get this set up, there is a base plate. It's fairly heavy. It has a small short post on it where the bottom of this pole fits over. That's what we're going to put it on right now. That's one side set up, the other one is already there. Then we have our crossbar. So this is already preset for this width. So for me to get it on there, I need a bit of a ladder because I'm not tall enough. What I first do is I get it in one of the slots. And I hook it in the other slot. So now you see they're slightly off, so I'm going to turn this pipe so that you now can see that it's going to go between. That way you're not twisting your pipes at the end. There we go. Now to get that second bar up there, these are extension brackets. They just sit in the top. This allows me to put a second drape in front. We're going to use those in a moment. But first, we're going to hang up our antique gold sequin drape. For ease of sliding a drape across, you see the extension is there. You want to start at the fatter end and not at the narrow end, because to push it over that little sleeve can sometimes be challenging. So I always start at this end and I can drag the curtain that way. This is my first one. See, now I can pull it right across without a problem. Typically this frame would hold 4 of these. I'm only going to show you with 2 today because I'm going to also end cap it with red just to show you an alternative for a different look. And just make sure it's about in the middle. There we go. Again, so you can see that there's room for another panel there, and we'll get a little bit more gathering unless we go the full 10 feet. I'm gonna just show you for contrast. I have a red sheer here, which looks nice at either end. the drapes, depending on manufacturer, they come in different sizes and different widths, different lengths. I know my frame is 8 feet. You'll see it's pooling on the floor because I have 10-foot drapes. I do have other frames that go up to 12 feet to get the 10-foot look. However, a lot of clients right now want the pooling at the bottom. So this ends up working out really well. These drapes are 5 feet wide. Some of them will be 10 feet wide. It just depends on the manufacturer. These particular sheer are 10 feet wide. I would be using 4 to 6 on a 10-foot wide frame so that it's not too see-through in the sheer. To cover this post, you can do that as well. I won't do that today because I need that opening for my brackets. So right now, this pooling covers the plate. I'll have to get that down because I covered the pole just by default. So now it's time. This look is great for a photo backdrop, just to add some color. If you have no color end options, a nice bouquet of balloons on either end will work as well. So to get the layered look, I'm going to now install the brackets. They just essentially sit in the top. There's nothing crazy about that. So here's our bar. So this one is still shorter, you see. I haven't extended this one yet. So we need to extend this one to match the other one. Now I already know that it's not going to be fully extended just because it'll be too long. So what I usually do to get a rough idea, just kind of get a feel for it right here. Slightly larger than what I might be thinking. I'll bring my drape with me. Again, I'm going to be putting drape on at this end, so I want the skinny side to be at the other side. I'm going to hang that in that hook that I just installed, the little bracket. And there we go. That one does not seem to want to hook in from over here. Let me just go and adjust that so it doesn't fall. There we go. So now I'll go put the red drape on. It could be another color if you wish. I just happen to have red. Again, these are 10 feet wide. Some of them will be 5 feet wide. Create different looks. So now I can drag this drape right across to the end. I do want to leave it in the middle in this particular case. Since these are 10 feet wide, I can now pin the top and then tie these back here to the bar, to this post, to get a different look. Same on the other side. Now, if you have a smaller drape or even more drape, you can crisscross them and tie them together. You can also create that look if you don't have all the drape is the same. You tie it here, so you can have a few of those hanging there. It's kind of like a tasseled look. There's just different ways you can go about putting it together. So keep your options open, try it out. If you're not sure what you need, go to your local rental company and see what they offer. See if they have photos of different setups that they have done. Typically, we can achieve the look that you're looking for. Hopefully you found this helpful. Have yourself